I don't remember a day in my life when construction wasn't a part of it, because that's my family, that's been our world. And so my father was quite the entrepreneur, and his father has always been in construction, and so that's been my life. My father was always full of dreams, but more important than that, he was such a hard worker.
It all started with my grandfather. I didn't have the chance to work with him as much as my mom and dad did, but everything I remember about him he was a very hard worker. He was very resourceful. He always seemed to know what to do and how to take care of things.
My grandfather was one of the very best men I have ever known. He taught us so much about grit, hard work, and pushing through until the job is done right.
He was born in 1922. That's the Depression, and that's when everybody had to work hard and pull their weight. And he instilled that into me, and I'm so grateful for that, because that's what I build my business on. At one point in time, I wanted to go in business with him, and he said, "That's great, sell your house, bring me some money. We'll go in business." Sounds tough, but it was the thing that really was the deciding factor. I had a legacy that is so incredibly wonderful, because I had a mentor that was my father, and he taught me all the things that you really need to know in business and in construction.
I got to learn a lot from my mother, who was in real estate for many years.
I would find another man that had as high integrity and honesty as my father, but then I'm married to the man that really, he is equally hardworking, honest.
Yeah, I met Carolyn, and I decided that she was a beautiful woman. I decided to marry her. One of the key members of her family, one of the strongest members of her family, was S.C. Marchant, and he was totally into construction. And he got me into thinking about building some houses. And I remember he said, "There's 20 lots out here that nobody's been able to build on." At the time, I was still in engineering, couldn't devote a lot of time to anything like that, but he convinced me that it would work and that we could purchase these lots, we could make some money, and that's when I got into construction. And from that point in my life, and after I decided I wanted to retire in the late 90s, I took pretty much my retirement money and stuff, and I made the plunge and I bought acreage, I bought land. And I plunged in even deeper because I developed that land. And I have, that was Raywood Phase 1. Now I'm into Raywood Phase 2, and I'm into orchard.
Honesty, integrity, hard work. Whatever you do in private, whatever you say in private, when you're working with the customer, it needs to go hand in hand. I work to build a house, and I want to design a house that's for your family, and the quality for your family to be the same if it were my child or my mother. That is truly the goal of this company. That's what we want to do.
We do this all with a very personal touch. We're very interested about the families, the quality of the house. We use a product called Chief Architect, and you can actually see your house being put together. You can go room by room, and it just makes for a better product. It will be the house that you're looking at. That's what will be built.
One of the major things about this company is we have Chief Architect, which it seems like customers these days would really, they want a personal touch when it comes to their house. What we can do is sit down with the customer. We can actually go through the entire process of designing the house so they can get exactly what they want so it can fit their life.
I've also learned a lot from my brother and my father. They have taught me a lot over the years, rentals and new builds and customs and everything in between, the hands-on construction aspect of it, me being more marketing, sales in the office, that attention to that is great.
My sister and myself are trying to take the reins of the company and pick up where they one day will leave off. And
it has been a great experience and continues to be, and I look forward to carrying the legacy of my mother on.
Something possibly, one of these days maybe I can have my kids come help me and just keep it going, generation to generation.
I and the rest of the Raywood Homes team look forward to having you become a part of our family.